Rebuilding Together, we're a nonprofit. We're part of there's about 120 affiliates nationwide. And our whole goal is keeping people safe and healthy in their homes and as well as their communities. So we do that through a couple ways. We provide home repairs to low-income senior and veteran homeowners so that they can age in place and stay in their home. Studies show, if a homeowner is not able to maintain their home and they're forced into an assisted living, it's $60,000 a year for them to do that. We could easily put in $15,000 into a home and they are able to age in place and stay in their community, which they're more familiar with. Most of them have been in their communities and homes for 50 or 60 years. And so it makes sense to maintain their current residence and allow them to stay in place. In addition to home repairs, we do community revitalization, which is focusing on the larger community where our homeowners live. It's focused on things like parks, community gardens, public spaces, so that not only do they have a safe home, they have a safe and healthy community that they're living in as well. For the last 4 years, we've been focused on Adamsville because they had a lot of needs. They're one of the poorest neighborhoods within the city of Atlanta per capita. So there's a lot of needs for not only home repairs, but also kind of this community revitalization aspect.
And what are we doing today here?
We are revitalizing and rebuilding the community garden here at GA Towns. GA Towns is a former elementary school that is now empty, and the community has created a community garden here to be able to provide access to fresh food for those living in this neighborhood. And the volunteers here today are helping update, rebuild, clear out some brush, plant, paint, kind of refresh the look of the garden so that it's welcoming to the local community.
Awesome. Can you tell me more about the volunteers we have today?
Sure. Our volunteers today are from a company we've been partnering with since 2022, Blue Sky Risk. All in, over the last 3 years, they've volunteered more than 500 hours and invested more than $35,000 in local community projects. We couldn't do our work without our volunteers and our partners like Blue Sky Risk. They come out, they work hard, they make an impact, and they're changing lives. So a food desert, Adamsville this particular neighborhood is in the middle of a food desert, meaning most residents don't have access to fresh food or a grocery store within a mile of their home. So they're relying on public transportation to get there, or they have to drive over a mile to get there. So the way to address that is through community gardens where they have immediate access to fresh food. So a lot of our residents living in this neighborhood are low income seniors, and nutrition is very important to their way of life and better health outcomes. Access to fresh food, studies show people have a longer lifespan when they have access to fresh, healthy food. And versus relying on a Dollar Tree or a dollar store for their food, they're able to come down and get access to fresh food. They have a food distribution on weekends where they take produce from the garden to neighbors living within the community that have a need.